Yeah, because this mic hasn't been adjusted, guys. Hold on, let me adjust this because I have to set it to human height since Dave was doing it. I can see some weird contact thing there.
That is,
Okay.
camera. You're just seeing yourself
Right.
right
All right, let me check this. Check 1, 2, 3. Good? All right. Okay, you guys are going to call him and sound check him? Yeah. I bet this guy's going to do anything he can to avoid actually debating. Yeah. I think he wants to do anything that he possibly can to avoid.
let me know when you want to.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Wait, when you want me to admit him into the room, I'll just do that.
Sure. Well, I'll just say you guys do the sound check. And I don't want to sit there and talk with our producer Dan and stuff, but I don't think this guy wants to do this. I wouldn't be surprised if he's probably going to bring someone else on. Was his producer like a fan of that Cedar character? Yeah, that'd be my bet. But hey, hopefully he mans up. Okay, you can do your sound check.
Alrighty, here we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit right here while you guys.
Okay.
All right. Hey guys, can you hear us?
Hello.
Hey, how's it going? You hear us well or?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Perfect.
You?
Yeah, you guys sound good.
Okay, great. Who am I speaking with?
This is producer Tim.
Tim?
Yes.
Hi, Tim. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Are you one of the guys that dresses up in the crowd, or are you not on screen?
I'm running the audio board.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're not the Peter Pan guy or anything like that.
Peter Pan? No. No. Hold on one second. We'll get Steven here momentarily. Give me
Okay.
one-
Thank you. Oh.
Did Dave leave food crumbs on this thing? It's like a crescent moon of filth.
Hi, Steven.
Hey, Ethan, how you doing, brother?
Hey, I just want to say on a serious note that I'm glad your wife is okay. I heard you had a little bit of a issue
thanks.
with your wife.
Well, she's pregnant with twins, so
Yeah.
it's like well. By the way, congratulations too. I know you guys are
Thank you.
in the same process. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
They switch
Can you
and they
turn
breach.
down a little bit?
Oh, sorry, am I too loud for you?
I just told Dan, our producer, to turn the volume down a little bit. You're
I'm
good.
gonna take out my gum.
Yeah.
They switch and they breach, and so she
They're
actually
rolling around.
Yeah. I mean, at first they said C-section, and then they said,
no.
"Oh, we might be able to do a natural birth, but they often do C-section." And then they said, "Oh, yeah," and then they said, "No, wait, now the other one's breached." And the boy is just a dick. He just will not stop kicking the other one. It's like I would say it's like a junior suite apartment. He keeps kicking the girl, and so then the girl wakes up. So
Oh.
yeah,
So how far in is she?
she's due late July, early August.
Oh, wow. That's coming right up.
Yeah, and I've got a big surgery July 1st, so I'm trying to get everything done in a hurry.
Is that your first?
It is.
wow.
It is. Yeah, we talked about it on the show quite a bit. My wife had a basic operation for well, I won't talk about it. She probably won't. But basically, then she woke up with something called GBS. So we it wasn't really fertility issues. It was a physical issue. And GBS actually paralyzes you from the waist down. So
That's what she was experiencing?
yeah, when she came out, just because they
Holy
put her under
sh-
anesthesia. And so it's interesting. Like, you know, I'm like a pro-vaxxer, generally speaking, but she can't even get a flu shot. It's one of the few conditions because of the GBS. It's like a neurological condition where she has to be careful with any vaccine. So it's just been a weird navigation. But this is your second, right?
Yeah, this is going to be our second. So we've been through it.
Yeah.
But and it's just one. It was supposed to be three, but the one child cannibalized everyone, and he has gained their energies to become the ultimate human being.
I feel like that's what happens with that's what happened with the Olsen twins. I'm convinced that one of them is evil. And
One of them ate the third one.
Yeah, something happened there. Well, it seems like whenever you see them in pictures, there's one who's more disturbing. But
Maybe you're right.
But all right, man. Well, I appreciate you coming on and doing this, and doing this. A lot of people don't, so just talking, avoiding kind of the social media pissing contest drama. So yeah, are you ready to go?
So I just want to make one clarification. So in terms of, so we're both going to record it and then we can use it wherever we want, on your show, on my show, whatever, right?
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
the idea? Okay.
Yeah, and we can send you the file if we want because we have the master file of everything. So
I think we're good, right, Dan? We're recording it on our end.
Okay. Yeah, we've never used Zoom either. We did you ever get sold on that Skype TX box? Remember when that came out?
Oh no, I've always had such a pain with Skype that Zoom has always been really good. So
well, the Skype TX box is like from New Tech, I think, and they sold us on that. They said this is what Jimmy Kimmel uses and all these people. And
Skype.
Well,
Really?
Skype TX, it's like a box that's like, it's almost like, remember the Comrex boxes? No, it sucks. So what we've had to do is we just have Mac Minis set up, and Skype has played well with those, but not the exclusively designed Skype TX box that we paid whatever premium for.
Yeah,
so.
Skype, I don't trust Skype. Skype has always sucked.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll just.
Okay, so we're gonna record it, and then the topics are just like we said about authority with the vaccine, and there was something else you mentioned. I don't know how on.
Well,
topic
I just
you wanna
thought,
keep it.
yeah. However you want to do it, I thought that since that was kind of the subject that got us
sense.
into a tiff, that we could talk about sort of the CDC, sort of medical authorities, and you
Yeah.
can tell me where you disagree with me, and then also kind of big tech because that ties in, with the CDC and World Health Organization. And
Okay.
I'll just sort of I'll introduce it to my I have a little bit of a different audience to let them know kind of who you are, what's going on, and if you want to do the same, that's fine. But
Yeah, of course, we'll let them know.
all right,
Okay.
I will go and
So, all right.
I'll give you a countdown, and then I'll 3, 2. All right. Okay. I'm really glad to have my next guest on the show, and I've always said this. I always respect people who enter into the arena. And we've had a lot of debates on this show, which is different from like a Change My Mind, where we sit down and have conversations. But my old Brazilian jiu-jitsu coach always said, if you come a switch, we go switch. You go spicy, we're going to do a little spicy. So we always try and keep it as respectful as possible. And I really do appreciate the guy making the time, because a lot of people has a huge YouTube channel, several YouTube channels, one of the OGs. A lot of people watch him. You know him, some of you like him, some of you don't. Same can be said for me. Ethan Klein from H3H3. Ethan, thanks, man, for making the time.
You're very welcome. And I just want to say, I know you said that I would be a layup.
I think I used something
fine,
like that. Yeah.
And I think you're right, because I don't think I'm a very good debater. I think you know that. So I didn't want to make it too easy for you.
Oh, okay.
So I've prepared.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So what we were going to talk about is the initial quote that happened. I think he's looking off there. The initial quote that kind of was turned into a little bit of a meme, which wasn't intentional, and was you saying you don't even have to think about it regarding the CDC. And I disagree with that. I think people should think about it. I believe, and we talked about this through Playful Ribbing, in an aggregation of medical authorities and scientific voices to make an informed and rational decision. So where do you think that I'm wrong on that?
Stephen, do you know that the Spartans are like practice man love with children?
Oh, geez. Okay, so this is what's going to happen. What did I tell you? He was going to do anything he could to avoid. Oh, there he is. Oh no, Sam Cedar. What a f***ing nightmare.
Thank you, Stephen.
I had no idea this was going to happen. I thought Ethan was a stand-up guy. This is where we are. Yeah,
well,
Dave, remember I told you? I said I guarantee you he's going to do anything he can to avoid the debate.
Oh, I just think he believes that he should debate you.
No, he doesn't. He just takes advantage of women with, mental health issues. Ethan Klein doesn't stand up and do his own fighting.
I got to say,
it's just hilarious. Let's bring on FM.
That you would do anything to avoid talking to me. I think the point.
Does that include Joe Rogan?
Yeah, Joe Rogan and Dave Rubin and Jordan Peterson and Noam Chomsky and Sam Harris. Everyone's been avoiding.
And not just attempting to get your audience by jumping in.
Well, I debated with Charlie Kirk. Stephen, I mean, it's about issues.
It's about issues, yeah.
About those issues.
That's what you're doing here.
Some valid points.
You're so clever. I had no idea that you were taking your show off early last time, coming in today with your pig pen peanuts eyes.
I wish every...
You take those off, are they
They
velveteen
really are.
buttons?
They're just
Well, you must have
black
been
eyes,
very
aren't
worried
they?
about
Like
this, Stephen. I don't know
no
why.
one's worried
No,
about
come on,
it. It's
Sam.
why I didn't want to
Concerned.
do it.
Well, let's have
Sam,
the
come
debate.
on.
If
Just
no
I'll tell you
one's
what. I have a
worried, let's do
general.
this.
I have a general rule.
This is a great
I don't start a
opportunity
debate based
to-
with people on a lie. And how
Or
about you get
sabotaging.
how about you get to a
Steven,
30th
show
of the
yourself,
audience
you
share?
coward. Steven, show
A
yourself.
30th of the
Don't show your
audience.
co-host.
Ethan, you should show
Steven,
yourself.
and-
Ethan, how can you
Why
respect
are you
yourself as a
you
man,
believe
brother?
in something so
Steven,
strongly that
Steven,
you're
you are
not
such
willing
a
to
coward.
debate.
Stop showing your little leprechaun
thought you
co-host.
did.
Right.
Little
Hey, Ethan, come on,
leprechaun.
Ethan. Why do you have to bring on a guy who has
Stephen.
a 30th of the viewership of yourself?
Saddest thing I've ever heard. So you have a guy
Just
with
show
less
Steven.
viewers to come on to debate him because you can't. Why don't you
obviously,
get
if I'm-
Apparently, he had to think about it, bro.
If I'm a
Yeah, I had to
layup and
think
not a
about it.
debater,
Well, look, you're the one who called. You're the one who got
the
personal.
debate.
and started
You're the one
it.
that got angry about it.
Look,
It's a debate.
Hold on a second. All right, hold on a second. Let
Alright,
me hear
let's
what Pigpen has to say here really quickly.
Fair enough.
But
Show
Ethan,
Steven.
look, I don't. Hold on a second, Ethan. This is because initially I came out here to
Thank you.
talk with Ethan. Ethan, come on, man. Look, the same reason that I haven't ever had a conversation with Sam Cedars, the same reason that Joe Rogan, Sam Harris, Brett Weinstein, Dave Rubin, Ben Shapiro don't owe him anything. It's based on a lie, Ethan. Just like you
What's the
claiming
lie?
my Ethan, you
What's the
claiming
lie?
my booker
What's the
reached
lie,
out to you,
Steven?
Ethan, when you know that's
Steven,
not
what's
true.
the lie?
There's no one ducking
What's the
you,
lie?
Sam.
Why
I've
are you
never.
so afraid?
Sam.
Listen, I think you're a
I can
smart
call out
guy.
Mike
I
Tyson.
don't understand
It doesn't mean that I'm ducking him.
You are so worried about
Why do you
this.
feel that?
I
Why do you
honestly
feel that
don't.
anyone, Sam? Why do you feel that anyone owes you airtime when you have a 40th of the audience and you've been doing the show
I don't think
for 10 times
anybody
as
owes
long?
me airtime. I think that Ethan has just given it to me.
Right.
I didn't ask him for it.
Right. No,
And
you've been
so
begging for it for
the
a
real
long time with
question is
everyone
begging
bigger
for
than
it.
yourself.
Why are
Yeah,
you
he
so
found a
He
way
can't
in.
build an
engaging
audience,
with me?
and so what happens is he
Why are
uploads
you so
15
worried
times
about-
more,
Do you
has
think
less
your
than a
audience
50th of the
says-
audience.
Well, that's why he wants
Do
to
you
debate
think
you,
your
is so he can
audience-
build his
Sam,
audience.
Sam, come on.
You
Where's
think your audience
Yeah.
cares that I only have 1 million subscribers and you have what, 6 or 7
I
million
think. Let me answer.
subscribers?
Can I answer your
I don't
question?
think
Can I
they
answer your
do.
question? Can I answer your question? Do you want me to answer
Sure.
your question? My audience would say Sam who? Just like Joe Rogan's audience and Ben Shapiro's
Now
and
they
Dave
all
Rubin.
know who I
Now
am.
they all know who you
just
are because you
introduced me.
had to
Because
shoehorn
your
yourself
audience
into another
watches
coward
yourself
show.
into another
College
show.
students every day that you do
Why
that,
are we-
change
Hold on a
my
second.
mind.
Hold on a second.
They don't know who
This
those
is another
college
lie. This is
students are.
another lie.
It
The
is.
cha-
What's
let me
the
let me
difference would it
clarify,
be?
Sam. Let me clarify, Sam. The change my mind. Everyone knows on the show, right?
Yes.
We've had
How
professors
did
on
you
the.
know I
this is
ended
what's
my
he's not
show
going to talk.
early last week, Stephen? If your
Because
audience
you're an
doesn't even know
idiot,
me,
and
how
half
did
of your
you know
staff
that?
doesn't like you.
watch my
Because I'm a
show?
diehard fan.
Yes, it's because
watch
he's a
it all the
diehard
time.
fan.
Well,
There,
if
I've had
you're a
heard of you,
diehard fan,
but I just met you.
why
Congratulations,
not have
Sam
me
Cedars fan.
And
I'm just
Stephen
a
have a
huge fan.
conversation.
I like.
Well,
I
right
will
now,
talk
every time I
about
try
the
and talk,
issues
you're
that you wanna
interrupting,
talk
Sam.
about,
Yeah, and
Stephen.
Right now, I'm trying to talk with you. You're interrupting,
you
Sam.
bombarded the show to
You
debate.
go ahead.
bombarded my show under a false pretense. You claim that everyone, just like you
Bombarded.
claim that I ducked a debate with you under a false pretense. Have I ever?
That is what the Politicon people told
Oh,
me.
is that
I
what they
played
told
the
you?
audio
So you're just
of it.
lazy with your
Yeah.
research?
And if big tech
No,
is
You
What
continue with the
research do
lie.
I need?
You need to
They
research
said
and
you
say,
were
did
booked.
Stephen ever accept?
They said
Let me
you were
explain
booked.
to you. Let me explain to you.
They
Let me
said
explain to
you
you.
were
Hey,
booked,
whoa,
and
whoa,
then
whoa, whoa,
you
Sam.
dropped out and you
Sam,
literally
Sam,
had
sweetheart.
cold feet.
Sam, fake stand-up comic who we can't find any footage about online. Let me finish.
I'm not a stand-up comic.
Oh, you're not? Okay, that makes sense because everything that I've seen is incredibly unfunny and unentertaining, which may
Well,
explain the
I'm not
audience
a
numbers.
stand-up
ironic,
comic.
irony alert, Steven.
Comedian.
How much have you
Comedian.
watched of my
The
stuff,
irony
Stephen,
of-
that you
Sam,
think that
can I answer your
audience
question?
wouldn't appreciate
Sam,
our discussing things?
Samuel, can I answer your question?
Yes.
So you have gone on, you've done the same thing with other comics. Everyone has a bigger audience than you. Because you said, I want to speak with Steven Crowder. You believe that at some point there was some acceptance? When have I ever done a Politicon? Ever? When have I as a
don't
matter of fact,
know.
in the
I
last
haven't followed
decade,
your career
in the
like you
last
seem to have
decade,
followed mine,
in the last
Steven.
decade, I haven't done a single political conference.
How
I
can
hosted
you
CPAC
say-
for 4 years and stopped because they suck.
How can
They
you
don't
say
pay
you-
and they're full
Okay.
of losers.
What
And you've been
about Gavin
clamoring
McInnes'
for it,
show?
and it's a
Gavin
lie.
told me that you dropped out
How
of
can
doing
you
his show
say that
because
This is just
I was
hearsay and
going to go.
gossip.
But how can he say
I've
that
never met
about
more of a
your
woman.
career when he wants to keep
Well, I don't
debating?
even-
I don't
I don't
know.
need to
It's
talk
bizarre.
about any of this.
All right, okay.
Let's talk about the
So,
issue,
Ethan,
the
do you want to have a
CDC.
conversation, Ethan?
about
Let's
the
talk about
vaccine
Big
because you
Ethan,
were
do you
so
want to have a
strong.
conversation? You're going to
Absolutely, I do.
hide.
You felt so
Absolutely,
strongly
I
about
do.
Or
it.
big
So
tech.
why are you hiding behind Sam Cedar?
Oh no!
Have
no,
a conversation.
No, me and Sam are aligned.
with
I'm not
him.
hiding.
Well, you're just a liar.
Oh, so you're a
Ethan,
liar.
because remember
You
we said,
brought
hold
in
on a second,
somebody
hold on a
else to
second.
debate.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
It
yeah.
sort of feels like you
ridiculous.
guys are the ones who are hiding.
Really? Hiding? No, no,
Being
this is
completely
actually...
open
Who
about it.
snuck in on you?
Who's the guy who never
guys being
appears on
completely
stage,
open
never
about
does a live show,
But is a
never
comic.
even sheds, never even allows a shadow of comedy to be perceived on his program? It's just hiding.
Right.
Everything we do is out in the open. H3, you know
Steven, you're wearing
that we
a holster.
agreed.
So what?
Hold on a second, yeah? So? I want to normalize responsible gun ownership. Is that your debate? No wonder you had to bring in a hack for
You
you.
want to call it a
Crying out loud. That was his debate strategy.
Should we write it
That's
for
not
you?
bad.
You have a holster, bro.
Also,
You have a
you're
holster
highly
as he takes advantage of mentally ill women for a show that just is dwindling. All right, okay. All right, Sam, you got it. You got it. I hope you have a wonderful highlight reel. Hope you enjoy Politicon.
Hold on. Let me just make
Hope you
one
enjoy Politicon, Ethan. We'll release the private
Yeah, you
messages.
take it easy.
All right,
everybody.
thanks, guys. I appreciate it. It's adorable.
Oh.
Hey, Sam, one thing before I go. Can you take off your glasses? One thing before I go.
I
Can you
just
take
wanna
off your
see-
glasses?
we just wanna see if
I
there's
just want to
buttons.
see if you take them off. If you have the Velveteen Rabbit buttons. That's the only thing I'm
wanna
curious
see.
about. It's the only interesting part about you.
Or if there's a soul.
Just take off the glasses.
Let's debate.
Don't hide behind the glasses, Sam.
Don't say let's debate, Ethan. You've lost that opportunity.
Ethan's lost the
when you pulled
debate.
this.
All right, this is sad. This is why we don't
Ethan,
debate.
shut up.
All right, good. You guys are good. Thank you. Appreciate it. Won't even take off the glasses. All right, yeah, you can give
Bye-bye.
it the X. This is just... I knew it. The guy just thought...
Is that all right?
The guy thought that... No, we're still going. The guy thought that we had no... I mean, we have the master... Quarterback, can you put on your microphone?
Is he still on?
We have the master... No, I cut him off. We have the master file. We knew.
Yeah.
And this is exactly what happens. Like someone like a Sam Cedar who just...
He didn't even wait. He
never lets you
immediately-
speak.
I like
It's
how he
just-
goes, "Your little leprechaun co-host," because he's still mad that I said he looked like a transgender Wayne and Garth. You know that's just been eating at him for the last month.
Well, and this is the thing too, is we don't do debates based on a lie. Like I can call out Mike Tyson, I can call out Evander. It doesn't mean anything, right?
Yeah.
And so when someone says, "Hey, you said you would do this," and you just admitted that, of course, there's no proof of that. Well, I heard this from so and so. Yeah, but there's no evidence. We'll bring up. We can bring up here the direct messages with. I hate to do this, but with Ethan, it was, "Hey, we'll talk, you and I, man to man. No one else will come in." Matter of fact, I was going to say, if I have my phone, I can take a picture right here. There's no prompter. It's just him on a call, and he's terrified. I don't know how someone like that can live their life as a man.
Well, he just also talked very cordially to you about family.
Oh, yeah.
But what I really hate about that is then he immediately pulled it, which shows no character, no class, a complete manipulation.
Well,
But here's the
he has a show that's dwindling. No one cares about it.
But
And so
if-
then he wants the drama, and I actually want to have a conversation. But I'm not going to have a conversation. Here's my cutoff. A general, serious rule.
Yeah.
1/20th of the audience. Otherwise, I have no time in the day, and I'm debating every Twitter egg.
Well, right, but here's my point of how you win something very, very easily. Your whole point is you're talking about a that you have questions about.
Right.
He claims that something you don't even have to think about. That's a bold statement to make. So when you go to challenge him on that, his side has to explain why he feels that way. So he sneaks in another guy because he doesn't feel
You have a
that way.
holster, bro.
He's bought and paid for.
You have a holster, bro.
That was his argument.
Let me show you how to
Get a
use it.
holster.
You don't have to think about it, dude.
And he's and this
what
is
an
the,
asshole.
here's the thing. I was really curious too, and then we'll go back to the show, I guess. I was really curious from someone like H3H3 who, well, Quarter Black, you used to watch him. Made his bones. I mean, he has $15 million worth of real estate in Los Angeles. He made it all with anti-social justice warrior content, triggering feminists, snowflakes. And not only that, but he was more aggressive than me. If you go back and watch, he talked about how he was demonetized.
Yeah, he was pretty aggressive.
He used the word like 50
lot.
times. And
Like
with
a lot.
context just said, "I just love saying the word." Which, it's not really couched in a joke. It
No.
was just him saying it.
Can you get millions of dollars for that?
Well, what he
still?
said, and he was,
Apparently, yeah.
and I remember him back in the day, and I didn't really like his content, but I remember I supported him where he said, "Hey, YouTube should actually find a way to monetize my content that's edgier and older, because networks would be lining out the door for older male content." So he was actually more aggressive in fighting the corporate censorship than me. And then one meeting with Susan Wojcicki, and he brags on his show about how he has the YouTube VP on text, on speed dial, and all of a sudden he's saying, all lives matter
Yeah.
is something that people shouldn't be allowed to say, that our attack on him is bordering on medical misinformation, that people should be deplatformed. I don't understand. People change their mind. I'm really curious, though, when you see someone who makes their entire living, who builds up their brand and their empire on anti-wokeness, on anti-corporate censorship, who then does a 180 and supports it at every turn. And I thought we would have had a good opportunity to discuss that, specifically Ethan and myself, not Sam Cedar, because Ethan was the one who said we should go with the CDC and World Health Organization.
Yeah. He was the one that had the arguments.
Those are the big tech. Those are the big tech guidelines.
Ethan didn't debate you for 8 seconds.
No, he was immediately
went immediately to
anybody,
this-
quick.
To Sam Cedar.
Whatever. All right.
Well, I gotta be honest. I had never heard of till now. Not that it matters if you've heard of anybody, but the only thing I've ever heard.
I heard of him because of the fact that he started, trolls with a lie that I didn't.
I thought he was Seth Simmons, that guy who who makes bird calls and said Norm Macdonald wasn't. I swear to God, that's what I thought it was.
the Goodyear guy.
Yeah, the guy who he got my friend Shane kicked off of SNL.
Oh,
Yeah, that
guy.
guy. Yeah. That's who I thought it was. I mean, granted, it's kind of him, but it's a different person. I just think it's
honestly, I feel like it's
Yeah.
it is kind of sad.
yeah.
It is kind of sad.
Well, here's an idea. Maybe just take the joke that we turned it into a soundbite.
Yeah.
Stop being so pissed off.
Well, I think there are going to be quite a few more sound bites of Ethan on the soundboard. So
Yeah, maybe so.
let's continue on with the kind of show that someone like H3 would never be capable of doing. Not only just that, remember, we provide references for you. So on with the show.